Hey everyone, it's been a couple weeks since we've done one of these market updates, so a lot has happened in the news. A lot of it revolving around inflation. Obviously, that's the biggest topic right now and what we've kind of been discussing over the last 6 to 8 months. Inflation has continued to rise. It's now at 8.6%. As you can see in the gas prices and in the costs of goods and food and everything that we're seeing in this country right now, prices are going up, and that is due to inflation. We're at a 40-year high. We have increased in May from previous. So what is that doing to interest rates? Now, what happens generally when we hear something a bit staggering as far as a rise in inflation or something along those lines, interest rates tend to go up kind of knee-jerk reaction. So the market reacts unfavorably to news like that. So we saw interest rates increase pretty substantially right off the bat. Now, what generally tends to happen after that is rates tend to bounce back and start to level off a bit. So that's what we're seeing towards the end of last week and into this week. So hoping that we get a little bit more stabilization here in rates moving forward. A couple things I wanted to kind of chat about. What we're seeing out there in the market from a trend perspective is the difference in interest rate between a jumbo loan and a conventional loan. So generally we don't necessarily see a huge difference, but what we're seeing right now is that jumbo rates are much better than a standard conventional rate. So if you have a client that's in between jumbo and conventional, obviously investor guidelines are different on jumbo loans, so we have to ensure that the qualification standards are met. But jumbo rates tend to be about 0.5% lower right now than a conventional loan. So if you take that, obviously over time, you're saving astronomically in interest. So it's something that we're kind of monitoring and discussing with our clients, should that be an option for them moving forward. The other option that we're starting to see a lot more of is the seller buy down option. So with the market loosening a bit, some more inventory coming back on the market, we're seeing buyers able to negotiate a little bit more than they would be previously. So what we can do with that is essentially take some of the closing costs associated with buying down an interest rate and have the seller pay for those. So not necessarily decreasing the purchase price from the sales price, but taking that amount and using it as a seller credit to buy down the interest rate. It's much more effective, not only in interest paid over the life of the loan, but it's much more effective in reducing the monthly payment than just simply asking for a lower purchase price. So it's obviously going to be a lot more prevalent as inventory starts to spike, which we have been seeing over the last 8 or 9 weeks. If you have any questions on any of this stuff, please feel free to reach out to me at any time. Shoot us a DM. We're at the Brava team on Instagram, or send me a text message. Thanks everybody. Hope you have a good rest of your week.